Guys, and welcome back to Lioden. I'm gonna have to ask for you guys to kind of forgive my coughing, as I'm having a really bad asthma day, and I've just been coughing off and on the past couple of days because yeah, asthma sucks. And yeah, that's about it. Holly, she always chooses to drink from her water bottle the second I record. So let's go ahead and roll over. I'm also kind of a touch sick. How I know this? Usually I wake up like between 5:30 and 6 o'clock every day without trouble. Today I slept until 8:30. So if I sleep in that much, it's either because, well, I'm sick. That's probably why. And let's get to read the news. This is the last week of the event, I believe, and we're going to check out what next month's event is by going to the wiki. So yeah, we have 4 more days of this event. I'm just going to skip the community updates, as I usually do. Okay, Sneaky Doodle, transfer goods, huh? Thanks, Sneaky Doodle. I really wasn't expecting this. Oh, she's pretty. Coal River, and that's actually a really good name for her. Okay, let's turn her in. Let's put her into our hunters and our warriors cave. This was actually quite a good gift, and she is in heat, so let's go ahead and breed with her. And we'll make a nest for her. And I'm excited to see what she and Bloodstar will have, because Bloodstar, I spent a lot of time getting Bloodstar, all the markings and stuff on him, because originally all he had was the black cheetah heavy marking, and he was like a tawny color, and I changed his base, his main shape, his main color, pretty much everything except his nose color, his skin color. So that's pretty much, I don't even think you can change the skin color in Lioden. I may be wrong. Let's go ahead and just send out a full hunting party. I know I usually send just 3 out, but my head's so foggy. And I'm going to reply to Sneaky Doodle thanking them, of course. Messages. I can spell. Fight. Challenge. And let's go. I believe we should be on the final bit of quests, and I chose to do this when I am sick, but I wanted to get this the storyline done before the end of the month, and I'm out of pre-recorded episodes. So the championships will end soon. You take a deep breath, realizing that soon everything here will be over, and all the lions will go back to their homes. You worry about Valkai and his brother. Will they end up going to their pride and keep fighting? Maybe you'd be able to help them have some good time together. You wonder what you should do. You could always just do nothing and train, or meet the fans and not butt into somebody else's business. Decide to choose Valkai's quests in Chapter 4. Choose Vash's quests in Chapter 4, or decide to butt in and settle the family feud, which I'm going to do. And the dogs are going to bark. Lovely. You approach Vash Kirtan. Can I just keep calling him Vash? That's just easier. You approach Vash and question his aggressive. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Tinky, don't you start. And question his aggressive behavior towards his obviously weaker brother. He starts to go on about lingering laziness and preferring to loaf around getting drunk. You remind him that Valkai is just a teenager. It's not his fault that he's still tiny and very social, and everyone has a different personality. Perhaps Valkai wouldn't prefer getting drunk with mingling strangers if his older brother wasn't so demanding and contempt. But instead, showed him his secret tricks just between brothers and treated him with respect. You try getting across that among other things, you did not forget to include how much Valkai adores his older brother. Vash was silent during all of this. Once you're finished, he just huffed that Valkai acts like a child. He'll be treated like if Valkai acts like a child, he'll be treated like a child. You nod and promise to talk to him. It's not gonna load, is it? Check out the challenge results real quick. It looks like it's connected. Lovely. Let me close out some of these windows and see if that helps. You bump into a drunk Valkai blacked out under a tree. You nudge him until he wakes up, and then pack him with enough bone marrow juice to sober him up. You two sit down to have a talk. While you're having a mentor's influence on the young guy, you're pretty confident that becoming more humble in the presence of his brother will make their relations calm down. Maybe they could even spend time together training, challenging all this energy from excitement into focused passion. When Valkai complained that his brother doesn't like his friends, you explained that life is about finding balance, and when the balance between social events and focused evenings with his brother and their lessons is found, the mutual respect will grow over old wounds. Both lions have to work hard, and be forgiving. You promise Valkai that you told his brother something similar, and he hugs you with a post-drunk affection. You smile and pat his back. Maybe you won't be there to see the closure. Or if they even tried at all, but you feel like you could have really helped them both. Now you still have to choose who to spend your time with between challenges. Valkai is still the same excited guy when his brother is not around, and Vash still trains in his scheduled spot. Who will it be? And we're going to continue with Vash's quests, so that'll be fun. Today, after your morning high protein snack, you approach the arena's backstage. Hold on, I know where to read this. My vision is so bad. I'm going to have to make my screen bigger. Today, after your morning high protein snack, you approach the arena's backstage with a sort of confused excitement. Crowds of cheering fans gathered around a carved roof wall, celebrating the last tournament results and comparing them against their favorite, you. It doesn't seem to matter how many times you've won, you just have that charm, and a unique way of simply being, and that makes you stand out from a crowd of... I can't read today. They all look so shocked. Jinx, what are you doing? I have one of the kittens are laying right on me, and he's just like pawing my hair. Are you bored? Go play with your sisters. He's like, no, I'd rather bat at your hair and distract you. You walk through the corridor of lines being parted, tackled, and you walk through the corridor of lines being patted, tackled, nuzzled, and greeted in such a condescended manner that you feel like... Did I say that right? They feel lightheaded. Loud voices, cheers, and comments turn into dazzling noise, eventually making you want to get away for a little bit. You climb up the familiar rock and hope to see a friendly face. Valkai always seems easygoing and able to control the fans as if they were all his best friends. You're not disappointed. Valkai's waiting at the top. Bro, he growls excitedly, tapping his pale paws against the dry ground like an impatient puppy. These last tournaments were so epic. My buddies gave you the best. My buddies gave you the best. Gave you. My buddies gave your best move a name. The thrust of disgust. You know, when you push some dude away with your hind paws, and you make this awesome face like, bro, I can't do this. This is just so cringy. Bro, you have more fans than ever before. This is like some, I don't know, like LWE, Lion Wrestling Entertainment. He prances around you, describing other famous lines and how they can't even begin to compare to you. You hear a quiet huff. What? There is a disturbing trend of my family bringing me food when I'm recording, but I guess it's 12 o'clock and I haven't eaten all day, so I guess they're on the right. Okay. You turn your head and you notice Vash sitting a bit farther away from his brother, patiently letting the young extrovert express everything boiling inside him. Once a moment of silence appears, he takes a chance to speak. Yeah. The fervor of isolation serves no The fervor of idealization serves no purpose. Valkai whines and gives him a pointed look, silently calling him a hypocrite. Then just what are you doing here exactly? It's important to become a better warrior and to build your character, even if the arena is just a safe excuse for gaining experience. Vash starts patronizing him, but under the subtext you see within him a sort of brotherly teaching moment. Once another lion invades your territory, you will knock him down in no time after all this playful sparring within the gorge. You should join in, rather than just watch. Okay, I love Valkai. He's just so cute. Even if his dialogue's kind of cringy. So, it's no cheap entertainment, though. It's no cheap entertainment, though. Valkai's rebellious side switches on. Us weaker lions get to learn to be part of something with epic proportions. These fighters are superstars to me. And rather than be invaders, my pride will welcome all wrestling buddies I make along the way. Vash gives his brother a baleful stare. They exchange looks, and with an unsettled score, they turn to look at you. What do you think, Bloodstar? What about you, Bloodstar? What do you think? Since we've been siding with Vash this entire time, I think we should go. Okay, so this says you got 300 XP, 5 impression. Okay, we got a lot, actually. I wonder if these area tokens carry over to next year. I never really thought of that. Do they? Like the regular currency? They must have, because I know on my main account I started with quite a few area tokens. All these fights serve a higher purpose than just a cheap show. They let you access what other threats await you as you grow. You get to learn what others can do and what you cannot do. You cannot lead a pride without this knowledge. Vash nods, and you notice Valkai's face drop down. Maybe it's time his childish views were replaced by a realistic version of the world. Brother, it's important to learn from others, even by watching. As the participant, you get to lose without the fear of dying, which is important. To fight dignified, to lose with humility, and to win with the modest feeling of accomplishment. Vash gets up and nudges you toward the crowd. Valkai pats along, his forehead wrinkled deep in thought. Okay, I'm starting to think 90% of this episode is just going to be doing the sword quest. And I kind of love it. Vash swats at you with his tail, causing you to slow down a bit. Either way, it's great to meet you, and we'll be around until the event is over. The brothers walk in the crowd, and the older one slowly, as if his injuries hold him back. The brothers walk into the crowd, the older one slowly, as if his injuries hold him back. Valkai prancing and bumping his head with friends who encourage him from the crowd. It is indeed hard to believe that they'd invade each other's prides once they grew up. It's more likely they'd form a big allegiance and would be able to take down a winner of a big tournament someday. You consider both sides to have valuable insight on the event. You watch them leave the gorge, noticing Valkai trying to nibble his brother's ear, and then steal his main feathers. And then Vash crashes him through the valley. And then Vash chases him through the valley. Well, time to go back. I'm having a hard time reading, guys. And I can put our screen back to normal, and that'll be the end of this episode. I try to keep these episodes under 20 minutes. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure I'm awkward at this, guys. I don't do intros very well. So see you guys next time, and hopefully I'll have a better intro by then.